This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so as a lot of you have been fully aware, there's lots of things happening with Sky Sports and Boxer. And of course, I know who most of the fighters are, who it is that Sky Sports have signed. I know some fight dates that are happening, and I know quite a lot of information. And in this video, I'm actually going to give you a little bit more than what this headline is about with Chris Eubank Jr. signing with Sky Sports, as per Mike Coppinger. And the reason being is because Mike Coppinger, Michael Benson, Dan Raphael, and the list goes on, when they put out information, they have their inside sources. People go, oh, great, okay, they have inside sources, this is brilliant. For me, I would think a little bit deeper than that. I think, well, if I did it, Sporting Icons is a scumbag, right? So I thought, well, if they can do it, you know what, why not? Why can't I do it? But of course, I need to be a little bit selective as to what it is that I put out there, because what I don't want is Sky Sports to go, well, how do you know about that? There's only one person who possibly knew about that. You told Sporting Icons, therefore we're going to have a bit of an issue with you. Then that person's going to have an issue with me, and so forth. Okay, that's the last thing in the world I want to do. I do consider myself quite a trustworthy person. Someone tells me something in confidence, I want to keep it as confidence. But the information that I'm going to give you as this video goes along, and maybe over the next few days or so, unless of course Sky Sports contact me and say, yo, can you not talk about it anymore? Then of course I won't talk about it anymore. But they won't. Now, Chris Eubank Jr., okay, he signed with Sky Sports. Mike Coppinger has put that information out there. I knew about that probably about a week and a half ago, that Chris Eubank Jr. had signed with Sky Sports. What I didn't know about was Wasserman. I didn't know about that part. Okay, I didn't know that Wasserman had signed a multi-fight deal with Sky Sports. In fact, I was under the impression that Sky Sports wasn't going to work with Wasserman and Team Sauerland, which is why they appointed Ben Shalom. Now, I have no idea if Wasserman and Team Sauerland were in the running to become lead promoter. I don't know, okay? But because Ben Shalom got the gig, I presumed that they weren't going to be working with Kala Sauerland and that going forward. I presumed, okay? But that surprised me a little bit. I will say that much. Is it an indication that maybe they're not getting the kind of fight dates and the fighters that they want? Maybe. Maybe that's why they're bringing in Sauerland, to create a bigger stable. But of course, as I told you guys quite some time ago, what I did know was that Ben Shalom was going to be working with quite a few promoters up and down the country. Of course, I speak with quite a few different promoters, managers, many different fighters, and that, of course, from up and down the country. Mainly down south, of course, but of course through Manchester, through Sheffield, and of course up north. So Chris Eubank Jr. signed with Sky Sports. Okay. Now, I'm not going to give you any names just yet. I may give you another a name tomorrow or maybe the next day or something. Again, only for fighters where multiple people have told me about them, okay? But the other information that I'm going to give you, though, is before Mike Coppinger and Michael Benson and Dan Raphael and anybody else gets out there. So you guys are going to have the exclusive before anybody else. Is that all the fighters that Sky Sports have signed, everything to do with Sky Sports, what they're doing going forward, the fight dates, etc., 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 will all be released on Wednesday. 4 different people from 4 different parts of the country have told me that. Wednesday, Sky Sports will be releasing the information. Although one other person did tell me Friday. So, I don't know. I mean, I want to go 4-1, Wednesday. Okay, that's kind of how it is. I'm thinking. Who knows? Maybe that one's going to be correct. It's going to be Friday. But Wednesday, you're going to hear about everything. Now, 2 of them did tell me a time, but I'm not confident of that time. So, I'm not going to say that in case it's wrong. Okay, so Wednesday, Sky Sports will be putting out all the information. This past Wednesday, Sky Sports had done a whole bunch of promos with lots of different fighters. Okay, they had like their like a Q&A, just some promo work, if you like, photo shoots, all that kind of stuff as well. So all that will be released this coming Wednesday. Okay, so there's a bit more information for you. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, there's probably about 3 or 4 fighters that I could probably release, again, from multiple people who's told me. Other fighters where 1 or 2 people have told me about them, of course, I won't be telling them ones just in case. But I have actually conducted a couple of interviews with some of the fighters that I will be releasing once they become official. So I've already got the interviews in. When Sky Sports release the information, I'll then upload the videos for you all. Okay, and again, No, none of the fighters have given me any kind of extra information. I actually contacted them and say, hey, I heard that you're signed with Sky Sports. What did you know about that? Okay, so anyway, drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.